Now you say you got a girlfriend. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna get a little personal with you. Why you never married her yet? You said what? You been messing up? How? Like, what do you mean? How? Like, what's wrong? You been messing? Oh, okay. So I see. But guess what? Okay, I get you. So you, thou shalt not commit adultery. But you just learned what can happen, right? You ain't trying to catch AIDS, are you? You ain't trying to catch no STD and have no baby, are you? Right? So now that you know better, what you got to do? Do better. I'm going to show you how you do better. Give me Hebrews. You know what I want. Hebrews 13 and 4. Because you got to marry that woman. That's what's wrong with our community. You'll see the mom, you'll see the kids, but what the hell is the dad? You see what I'm saying? That's rampant in our community. That's what Section 8 is about. Section 8 say, oh yeah, she can stay, but she can't stay if a man is in the house. What the hell is this? You see what I'm saying? They push that BS on our people. But guess what? The Most High God says you gotta marry. Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So you love God, right, Chris? You fear God, right, Chris? Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
This is in the Holy Bible. It says marriage is honorable. But what?
And the bed undefiled.
That means whatever you and your future wife do, that's what, whatever y'all do behind the closed doors, have fun. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Whoremongers and adulterers. People that just sleep around because they want to, and adulterers, people that step outside their marriage, he's saying God gonna judge you. You don't want God to touch you. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to catch AIDS, you don't want to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So what Chris gotta do for his wife? Stop cheating. Get your life on track. You know you an Israelite, what you gotta do for that woman? You gotta do right by her, and what else you gotta do? Something you missed. There you go. Nah, you gotta marry that woman. Give me some rock. You know what I want about to put it in right. So, what you gotta do now is get the paperwork. You gotta get paperwork. You can't just say, oh, we married. You know what I'm saying? But let's say the white man actually, well, where y'all come from? Oh, we ain't got it. You know, you gotta abide by the law. You gotta get that paperwork.
Got it. Sirach chapter 42 verse 7. Deliver all things in number and weight, and put all in writing, that thou givest out or receivest in.
So, you gotta put the marriage papers in writing. So whenever you get your life right, guess what? You gotta go to the courthouse, tell them me and my old lady, we want to get married. We want to do right by God. You understand, Chris? All right. Now give me the one that told you about the marriage papers, because it said put it in writing. Now does that mean, because we black people, we know how to nigger rig some stuff. We'll get some crayon, and we'll get some pencils, get a nice looking paper. Oh, I did mine. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they ain't talking about that. Read.
Tobit chapter 7 verse 14. And called Adna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenants, and sealed it.
So that's the legal way to do it. You got to go to the courthouse. You got to get that seal saying that we married now. You see what I'm saying? You understand, Chris? You understand what I'm bringing out? Okay, all praises. Now I'm going to give you a commandment. You love God, right? I'm going to give you a commandment right quick. 1 Corinthians 11 verse, you know what? Because he said his commandment's not hard to keep. So now I'm about to test you and see what happens. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man is Christ. Meaning like you ever like the military, like how they got the generals, the staff sergeants, they got the stuff like that, right? There's order to things. God has an order to him. He said the head of every man is Christ, meaning we report to Christ, right? Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. Meaning what? What that mean for you? You and your old lady, what that mean? You gonna be the head of her. It ain't no 50-50. America teaches happy wife, happy life, stuff like that. But you are the man of the house. It ain't no equal stuff. Whatever you say, go. If she want to get some nail polish or something like that, but y'all ain't got the funds for it right now, you know what I'm saying? So tell her, baby, not right now. You ain't got the funds. You know what I'm saying? All she can do is listen. Now, does that mean you can't tell her go sell her ass or nothing like that? Because now you're gonna be putting her in sex. You understand? Don't abuse the power of being a man. Is what I'm saying. Read it again from the top.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So the order that is in is God, Christ, man, and woman. You have kids with the woman? Okay? There's even more of a reason to get married, bro. You could be y'all could be one big happy family. You see what I'm saying? You gotta get how many kids up? One, and the other 7. By the same woman? So 7 years y'all been dealing, right? 10 years. Bruh, come on, Chris, bro, what you doing? Give me.
Hey, you been with that one for 10 years, and you say you stepping out, right? I'm show you what's gonna happen. Not no more. I'm gonna show you. Hey, give me Sirach 23 and 21, and then give me Proverbs 6 towards the end of the chapter. Bruh, 10 years, y'all got kids, so you don't want to teach your children that evil lesson. I'm gonna show you. You keep stepping out on that woman, the Lord's gonna judge you. He will mess you up. Read that.
Sirach chapter 23. Verse 21.
Read.
This man shall be punished in the streets of the city.
So read up a little bit further. Read up, start like verse 19.
Verse 19.
Come on.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
So you gonna care about what the other brothers say, like, man, dang, man. You get caught up thinking like, man, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Don't fear men. Don't fear us. We can't do nothing to you. But the Lord will get you. Read on. Come on.
And know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
So the Most High's eyes, He sees what you're doing. And I'm gonna speak rough, making a whore out of the sister. When you step out and you go deal with another woman, you're making a whore out of that woman that you're supposed to be married to. You got children, bro. You got daughters. Do you want how many? You got 2 daughters. So they gonna pay attention to how you treating their mother. And this right here rings heavy because I have a daughter. Read on. Come on.
Beholding all the ways of men. And considering the most secret parts.
So the Lord sees you in some secret parts when you're going, setting up the hotel or whatever you're doing, in a car, whatever. The Most High see you doing that. Yeah, you did it in the past, but now when you come in Christ, you're a new creature. But I want you to get this. Read.
He knew all things ere ever they were created.
The Most High knew all things that were created. He knew you were going to be standing right here today getting these scriptures. Come on.
So also after they were perfected, He looked upon them all.
Come on.
This man shall be punished in the streets of the city.
We don't want that to happen to you. You acknowledge that, but a brother that don't acknowledge that, we're going to show you what happened to him, and we're going to show you steps on how to fix it. Read.
And where he suspected not.
So when you least expect it, because a sister that you done dealt with, guess what? Their spirit is designed, when they come together with a man, they're designed to be with that man. And if you've gone from woman to woman to woman, now, you know what I'm saying, that's messing up the spirit of that woman. Read, come on.
And where he suspected not, he shall be taken.
Read.
Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband.
So drop that and go to Proverbs 6.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committed adultery with a woman.
So when you go from woman to woman, when you committing adultery, read.
Lacketh understanding.
Because you didn't know that you were supposed to deal with just that woman. So you didn't have the understanding of the Bible that is telling you, don't go commit adultery with another woman. This woman is your 10 years. In some states in Texas, they call that common law. That's your right. You just got to go through the formalities, get the paperwork, go to the justice of the peace. In 10 years, you don't need a big extravagant wedding. Go to justice of the peace, get your paperwork, and go on down the road. Read on.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
Because if you keep committing adultery, you are destroying your soul, brother. Come on, read.
A wound and dishonor shall he get.
A what?
A wound and dishonor shall he get.
That's a dishonorable thing for a man to step out on his wife because you're destroying your family. How do you think that's going to look? How your children going to look when because now they're going to be like, well, daddy broke our house. That's what they're going to say. They're going to blame you. And we already got enough strikes on us being Israelite men in America. So we can't give the system any more reason to beat us down. Read.
And his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
It says, for jealousy is the rage of a man. How do we not know? How do you know that the women that you stepped out with don't have a man? They always got an uncle, a cousin, a brother, or something. You got to really think about, what if she got a boyfriend? He in prison. He find out you've been dealing with her. Read.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
He ain't gonna be like, when it comes time for him to do you something, you can't say, hey man, we're here, I got some money to make this right. He ain't trying to hear none of that. He ain't trying to hear none of that. But I'm gonna show you something. Give me Ecclesiastes 9 and 9. This is what you need to be doing. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 9.
Read.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life.
So the woman that you have right now, live joyfully with her. That's your wife. Go downtown, get your paperwork, show your daughters that good example of what a father's supposed to be to a wife. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Which he had given thee under the sun.
Because the Lord gave you her. That's your portion. The Lord set that woman up for you, to help you, to be your helpmeet. Come on, read.
All the days of thy vanity.
It said all the days of your vanity. Come on.
For that is the portion in this life.
So that is your portion in this life. Because we don't have much, but he did give us a wife. He made us a wife. He made us a help. Give me Genesis 1 and 27.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 27.
Come on.
So God created man in his own image.
So the Most High created us like him. That's a heavy thing. So when we take that, we really got to meditate on what he created us for. He created us in his image. He didn't create us to be adulterers, whoremongers, out here fornicating. He did not create that for us. He said, I made you in my image. Read.
In the image of God created he him.
So in the image of God, he created us. Read.
Male and female created he them.
He said male and female. Because remember when he brought Adam up, he took a rib out of him and made him a help and a stake. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's give you Matthew 19. Let's see what Christ said about that. Christ was talking about marriage also. It's a heavy matter. Because you have to be able to, before you can oversee matters in the church, in the congregation, you have to be able to manage your house. And you have to be that role model, that good example. That's where it starts at. The foundation of a strong nation is your house, bro. You got to set that thing, read.
Matthew chapter 19 verse 4.
Come on.
And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning?
He said, have you not read that the Most High who made us from the beginning, come on,
made them male and female.
Made us male and female. He didn't say Adam and Steve or Eve and Eve. He made male and female. He made he made Adam, he made Eve. Male and female. Come on.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother.
So for this cause, we leave our own house. Once you make it of age, you leave your house. When you make 20 years old, you go out, you start doing things. Come on.
And shall cleave to his wife.
He said you're going to cleave to your wife. That means that's single. Your wife. That's your portion. That's your lot in life. You're going to cleave to your wife. Read.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
He said you and her, y'all become one flesh. You can't become one flesh if you got a woman here, a woman there, a woman there. That ain't one flesh, brother. We can't roll like that. That's what's giving us the saying Papa was a rolling stone, wherever he laid his hat was his home. No, we got to change that narrative. They really, the world really, they make that mainstream media of our men being whoremongers.
Bring it out.
And we're not supposed to be rolling like that. Read.
Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh.
He said they are one flesh. Read.
What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder.
He said, let no man put asunder. But there's some stipulation with that. Genesis 3 and 16. Because like the officer was bringing us about the happy wife, happy life. No, it's happy you. You have to command that household.
That's right.
Read that.
Genesis chapter 3 verse 16.
And she may not like everything that you do, but if you're doing it according to God, she got to roll with it. If she's a godly woman, she got to roll with it. Read.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Read.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Because her desire is going to be unto you. That's what she was put there for. She was put there for to be with her husband. It was never designed for the women to be out here talking about all the women independent. They can't stand that. They get up every day miserable going to a job they can't stand.
That's right.
And then what they really want is, they always say, I want a good man.
Right out.
Ain't that what they say? Ain't that what they say? But I'm going to show you what a lot of brothers we do. Give me Malachi chapter 2. For some reason, I always go here with marriage. You know what I want? It's like towards the... like up here. Yeah, read verse 14.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 14. Yet ye say, wherefore? Because the Lord has been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth.
Because the Lord has been witness between... Notice he keeps talking about wife of thy youth. Marriage. The Bible's riddled with marriage. Come on.
Against whom thou hast dealt treacherously.
So we're not supposed to deal treacherously with our wives. When we get married, we're supposed to deal righteously. And that's it. We're going to show you that in Peter. You're supposed to deal with them according to the knowledge of the commandments. That's how we're supposed to deal.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.